At least 4 people have been killed and dozens more injured in wildfires in southern Turkey. The blazes threaten popular beach resorts, including several in the Antalya region across the Mediterranean coast. Authorities suspect arsonists have started at least some of the fires.
Temperatures approaching 40 degrees Celsius and strong winds are spreading the fires. Many neighborhoods were evacuated as flames engulfed homes and vehicles.
I lost everything. My car has burnt. I couldn't save anything. The fire broke out very quickly. We had to flee, and this is what we came back to.
Authorities are investigating what started the blazes. Some suspect arson because 4 fires broke out in different places at the same time. Huge plumes of smoke can be seen in popular resorts along the coast, including Marmaris and Bodrum. Hundreds of tourists have been evacuated from their hotels. President Erdogan says everything possible is being done.
We hope to put out these fires without any casualties. The fires have spread across a wide area and we hope to put them out as soon as possible. Everything will be investigated, and we will support our citizens who are suffering.
The wildfires have consumed livestock as well and injured domestic pets. Thousands of firefighters are working in extreme heat to contain the flames. But authorities are warning that the operation is likely to take some time. And more families may need to flee to safety.
I'm now joined by our correspondent in Istanbul, Julia Hahn. Julia, give us an update. What's the situation this morning?
Well, first of all, let me say the images we've been getting from southern Turkey are apocalyptic and heart-wrenching. Firefighters are still struggling to get some of the blazes under control. According to the authorities, there have been more than 60 separate fires in different parts of the country, most of them in the south in recent days. Some of them, as you mentioned, in popular Mediterranean resort regions. Now, while the authorities say most of the fires are now under control, others are still raging on. Turkey's Minister of Forestry last night said on Twitter that the whole nation, quote, was fighting a war right now. We are burning, he wrote, but we will extinguish the fire. Now, several people have been reported dead. More than 180 were sent to hospitals with burns and smoke poisoning, and many others have lost everything. We spoke to farmers in the southern Turkish district of Manavgat. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Some of the animals burned where they were. Some we released, but they burned in the forest. These are the ones left. We had around 40 sheep and goats, but we lost all of them. The fire came all of a sudden. It turned everything into ashes. We barely saved our lives. The children went one way, we went the other. Everyone tried to escape. It's devastating, absolutely devastating.
Julia, the fire is destroying people's livelihoods there, and we also saw huge plumes of smoke rising up behind beaches. How close are the fires to popular tourist resorts right now?
Well, they have been very close to some of the tourist spots there at the Mediterranean and the Aegean coast, popular with local tourists, but also with vacationers from Russia, from the UK and from Germany. Yesterday, the flames have crept closer to the sandy beaches and hotels of towns like Manavgat, Marmaris and Bodrum. Several hotels had to be evacuated. Now, this is very devastating for all those who work in tourism in the region. The tourism sector has lost nearly 70% in revenues last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic because foreign tourists, the number of foreign tourists who arrived in Turkey dropped dramatically. Now, this time, many had hoped for a recovery, for a slightly better season. And now the wildfires, they are threatening lives, they are threatening property. So for many people there in the region, what's at stake is their very existence.
And we also just heard that the fires might be a result of arson. What are the authorities saying?
Well, let me mention that wildfires are not uncommon in southern Turkey, especially in summer. It's very hot there. The fires are raging with temperatures from 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. There are strong winds, and this is what experts have been citing, why the fires are spreading and why it's so difficult to put them out. Now, they're also often citing climate change as a contributing factor here. But yes, the authorities, among them Antalya's mayor, have said they suspected foul play because in Antalya province, fires broke out in 4 locations at the same time. So an investigation has been launched into arson suspicions, but nothing has emerged from that yet.
DW's Julia Hahn in Istanbul there. Thank you very much, Julia.